Eagles. Today we're going to go over the transcript review that everyone has in their Google Classroom as the first announcement. And so when you open up the transcript review, you are going to see two sections. One section, which is white and gray, is here on the top, and this has all of your demographic information. So it has your name, your student ID number, and your class, as well as the choice of school that you want to go to, either a 4-year school or a 2-year school. If you have let me know what you want to be as a career-wise, then I have written that over here. And of course, I have my name over here as your counselor. And so over here on the right-hand side is your educational program. And so we have a couple of educational programs at Washington. And so you can either fall under you can either fall under general education, English learner, or one of the special education programs. As well as we have additional categories. And over here, this is where we do put in the students who do have 504 plans, as well as our students who are foster youth. And so the reason why we have all of this information is because sometimes that does affect your graduation plan. For example, for our foster youth students, they are on Plan 3. Our mainstream students are on Plan 1, and our English learner students can be on Plan 2. But for all of our students, you're either on Plan 1, 2, or 3. And one of the main things that I do like to note is the interests of each individual student, just because a lot of organizations reach out to counselors in regards to getting students jobs as well as volunteer information. And so it's really great to have a place to look to see what topics and things that students are interested in, so that we as counselors can connect students to organizations and to places where they can do things that they truly do enjoy outside of school. And so going on to the main part of this video is the multicolored section. And so the first column, you are going to see the A through G requirements. And the A through G requirements are actually the same as the requirements needed to graduate from Washington High School. However, how we look at them are a little bit different. And so I say it that way because in order to graduate from Washington, you will need to have credits in all of these specific places. However, let's just say, for example, this is you, and you have an A for first semester English and a D in second semester English. That is 100% fine for graduation, but that is not A through G compliant. So in order to be A through G compliant, or in order to be able to apply to a UC or a CSU, then you will have to have a grade of a C or better in all of your classes. And so that is why this is in this is in blue, meaning that it is highlighted, meaning that that this student should definitely retake English 1 in summer school or in night school. And another topic that I wanted to point out was that this visual and performing arts is highlighted in yellow, and that signifies that the requirement has been met. So you see that visual and performing arts has a 10 credit requirement. This shows that the student has earned 10 credits. And so we know that because each block is worth 5 credits as long as the student has earned a D or better. And so, we all know that we can do the math, so we say 5 plus 5 is 10. So that means that that the student has completed his or her visual and performing arts credit. And so in continuing to go down, we have this highlighted in green. And this is highlighted in green because for San Francisco Unified, all students have to have 1 semester of college and career, and also 1 semester of health. College and career and health are not um, A through G courses, so that's why this is highlighted as it is something different, but it is also something that is obligatory for graduation. And I also have a key down here at the bottom to just show that this is for college and career. And so moving forward, we do have electives, or excuse me, a G elective. So a G elective is another graduation requirement that is for San Francisco as well as for the CSUs and the UCs. So this is something that is relatively new for San Francisco to require. So that's why we do highlight that. Usually students get their G elective a little bit later on, but some students do get it in their freshman year. So their G elective is going to look like this. We have the students' grades from freshman, sophomore, and junior year. And so junior year, the student just happened to take AP Environmental Science, and so that's why this is highlighted in purple, showing that this is a student's G elective. So what are your end of year credit goals? Remember, you can see them down here. You have it automatically adding up to the amount of credits that you have received. For the end of freshman year, you want to have 60 credits, which is good for this student right here, 30 and 30. For the end of sophomore year, you want to have 120 credits total. And for the end of junior year, you want to have 180 credits total. And of course, the end of senior year, you want to have 230 credits total. And so you do have to take that with a grain of salt, because for this example over here, this student actually has 235 credits but is not graduating. And the reason why the student is not graduating is because of this right here. The student got an F in the second semester of expository writing, which is an English class. That means that that student did not get the 40 credits in English, which means that the student is not graduating. So you want to pay attention to the total amount of credits, which is right here, as well as the amount of credits that are for each specific requirement. So please feel free to send me an email or stop on by during homeroom or lunch if you have any questions.